What's up? I'm Pip, and in this video, I'm gonna face off against the one and only
Sierkovitz.
My guest and I will be diving into the same pool of cards for a booster draft. It's a symphony of strategy and surprises, culminating in an intense showdown to determine the ultimate champion. Are you ready for... Booster Brawl!
Ready, fight!
Alright, hello everybody. My guest this week is Sierkovitz. Sierkovitz is a magic, data, analysis expert, collaborator on 17 lands, podcaster with magic numbers, writer for MTGA Zone, and a guest of many other features including his regular appearance on Limited Resources. How you doing tonight?
Great, I'm doing great. You're not totally holding me hostage there. I'm doing fantastically, thank you.
Yes, well, yeah. You are absolutely held hostage. I have a few questions for you before we get rolling here. How long have you been playing Magic?
So technically I started in 97, which is a while ago. But I was retired between 2005 and 2016, so I didn't do the full stretch. And since 2016, I'm playing regularly, basically since Arena was released. Cool.
Yeah, I have a similar story. I started in 94. I took a break between 2012 and 2022, and I'm back at it. And, you know, since basically I saw the Warhammer decks, I also like Warhammer, and I was like, I'll jump back in. And I've played a lot more than I was expecting. I was like, I'll dabble.
That worked for you.
Well, I was like, I'll play Commander, that seems fun, and then I was a competitive player up until I quit, and I just, you know, it's in my blood. I can't not be competitive in something I'm playing, so that's how I ended up here.
You have to bear.
yeah. We don't like losing.
No.
So, another question, what's your favorite deck of all time? If you play, do you play any constructed, or are you just strictly limited?
Don't play right now. And I was playing earlier. I mean, I was like approaching the pro status. Then I had to play constructed. There was just no way around it. My all-time favorite deck must have been Survival of the Fittest Recurring Nightmare.
Hell yes.
Deck.
Yes.
Currently, my favorite deck, Amulet Titan, and its different iterations. That's my jam in Modern.
Do you have one built?
I have one built. A bunch of cards are borrowed, but I'm slowly gathering what I miss. And unfortunately, then Dom Harvey comes every week and makes slight modifications that I have to catch up with. And
yeah.
But yeah,
are you playing? What did it pick up from MKM? Did it pick? I know people were trying stuff.
Did not. Well, probably Pick the Poison will go into sideboard. I'm guessing, but. Right now, the current build, they did pick up one card for the sideboard. That's the red-green X Fireball spell.
Oh, I love that card.
Infinitely with Moon something. There's a land that can sacrifice and copy a spell. Then you copy that, return those two things to the battlefield.
I made a version of that in Standard recently. It's like it's not an infant combo, but it plays the green and red Virtue, and so you just and it plays the Capenna lands, so you just kind of recur all those, and then you have Spelunking that come into play untapped, and you basically get infinite mana, or you get like 100 mana, basically. It is a finite amount, and then you just hit them with that thing, and then every time you have a bunch of shocks and stuff, and you draw the second one, and it's super fun. Not great. Any disruption and it loses, but it's fun.
That's always the problem with those type of decks. I mean, Titan also struggles with interactions. That's why you play defense grids or stuff like Caverns of Souls.
All right, you want to dive into this draft?
Do I? I don't know if I'm being duped here, but let's see how it works.
And let's talk through your picks as you go too. I want to understand why you're thinking what you're thinking.
Here, I think a lot of things. This is a very interesting pack, and unfortunately for me, this looks like one of those Fact and Fictions when they divided one card to all the rest. Because if I could pick everything except for Novice Inspector, I would be very happy. That's a very good basis for kind of Sultai grindy graveyard deck. With the Drag the Canal, with the Curious Cadaver, with the Long Goodbye for early interaction. All those cards are amazing. Nervous Gardener for fixing. I like that. Even the land on color, which is lovely.
Sure.
An Vengeful Creeper that I'm not against playing at all. But
yeah, I've enjoyed that. Yeah.
Novice Inspector.
Right. And that's why I picked this as our pool of cards.
I'm just gonna jam the Inspector. I'm not a very sophisticated person there. I see an Inspector, I pick an Inspector.
You got Inspector on one.
Okay. Oh, look at that case of the shattered pack. If I went 5 colors, I could have done so much more.
Take that early fix and get it out of the way.
So there's some interesting. If I would be positioning myself for some sort of Boros concoction, I would probably just pick Seasoned Consultant. Other cards that I would consider, I mean, not after first picking Inspector, but Case of the Shattered Pack is okay. I probably want to pick it like on the wheel or something. I don't want to pick it that early. There is Cold Case Cracker and Granite Witness. And I think looking at the pack and knowing a bit about Draft Sim, there is the foil No More Lies, which I expect will wheel, because I think Draft Sim has something broken with foils and they wheel outrageously frequently.
Let's take into account the bots here are not the best drafters.
I'm a player. I'm not the kind of theoretician that, in a perfect world, we're not in a perfect world, we're drafting on Draft Sim. I draft a lot of Draft Sim because it's very quick. So before the format, I just jam like hundreds of those drafts just to see what.
Same.
It's more like a sharpshooter, Texas sharpshooter fallacy. I just shoot random bullets and see what sticks, and then draw a target around a good conglomeration of bullets and proclaim victory. But basically,
for me too, it just feels like I also have the cards in my hand, because it's hard for me when I'm looking at just a list of cards to get everything cataloged, and this is very helpful.
But long story short, there's Cold Case Cracker and Granite Witness. I think I would pick Granite Witness because I can jam it in any white deck, and Cold Case Cracker would also put me already on that blue white train.
I want to ask you too, what's your opinion on Mortipede?
Annoying when it's played against me, and didn't impress me when I played it, but also I think that I tried to build those Creature Leaves the Graveyard kind of decks much more combo-y, and that's probably why it doesn't fit in my build. I think that there might be some kind of build that utilizes it well, and it's a very good defensive creature in this format. Like 3/4 is humongous against Boros decks. I was literally playing a draft. Last draft I played like a Boros aggro deck that was very mediocre, and someone just played turn 4 this thing, and turn 5 the 3/6 that can sacrifice creature to draw a card, and I had big problems with going through it.
Yeah, just blanks the whole board. Yeah, I feel like this thing like blanks a lot of those aggro strategies, and then can like crack back with like kind of get you stabilize your life.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got here. What's jumping out at you?
Well, Lazav is a cracking card. I love Lazav, but I would pick it just before you click. I actually do like the Haunch, and especially the decks that I want to go wide, because if I go wide, I probably have 1/1 dogs, and Haunch is good in producing more 1/1 dogs if I have the plan to be on the job. And it's also good with the dogs because I can make them 3/1s. They deserve to be blocked, and they usually trade with something, so that makes it good.
Yeah, I've been impressed with that card as well.
The combo I discovered in my last deck, because it was, I said, mediocre. I had to put in the Orangutan in the deck, which is normally not great, but I discovered that the best mode on the card is just playing it as a 4/4 and 2 dogs on turn 5 by sacrificing the Haunch to it. And that is actually working.
Yeah, that's solid.
4/4 plus 2 1/1s is pretty decent. But long story short, I'm going to pick up the Market Watch Phantom. Okay, now we have... now we are in the situation when there is not much good in this pack. So, Hotshot Investigators is not something that I'm super happy to pick as a pick 4.
Sure.
Bystander is okay.
2 draw.
Relive the Past is a fun card, but that requires some building around, and I don't think I am currently well positioned to do that. If I had like maybe already some kind of an enchantment, I might have gone for it. I think I think that the card that I can pick from here, just call a Surprise Witness, just to stay white and basically be flexible on other color when I see something that will appeal to me.
Yeah, and the flying's pretty relevant.
Okay.
All right.
There's Judith, which I'm not that much interested in, honestly.
It doesn't seem like there's enough spells late to make this, like, to hit this, and then, like, I guess, like, Shock is okay, right? Like, you kind of need some real low-to-the-ground, cheap removal to make this you want to hold out for.
Exactly. Now,
She was like 4 or 5 or something. I don't know.
If there were spells were more relevant, I think that the problem is also that the spells are not that appealing. Like if there was like a 1 mana, ping everything for 1, great. That would be at least a nice build around. But
True,
there's the case of the Pilfer Proof, which is a bit on the disappointing side in general. Because it's hard to put it in the right spot on the mana curve. Because if you play it on turn 2, you don't put early aggression. If you play it later, then you don't get the counters. Right. So it's like, damned if you
don't get the value. Yep.
Having said that,
that being said, you do have 3 detectives.
I do have a good setup for detectives, and the potential of some of them wheeling. Burden of Proof is actually an interesting card. I do like it with my gargoyles because that makes them into 5/4 and. But I need to decide on the second color then, which is not optimal. There's also the Sanitation Automaton, a card that I do like. I do like it as a 2-drop. The Surveil is maybe not as great in white as it is in some black decks, but it's a solid early card. I'll still pick the case. I just never played with it properly, and I'm willing to try it because we are doing it for fun, partially.
And I was about to say, this is all about having a fun deck, too, at the end.
I did try the Essence of Antiquity in my 5-color deck. It was hilarious.
I've played this twice, and I've liked it both times, but I was also playing, like, piles. So I was not on the aggro plan when I was playing it.
Right. As I see it here, I have a couple of options. One option is Auspicious Arrival, and one is Diffuse, which is not terrible. But I think that for the deck that I'm playing currently, Auspicious Arrival is a pretty decent pick.
I think I might get run over here. This is
Now I am more interested in the Burden of Proof.
Yeah, that's definitely good here. I didn't see this before. Creatures have haste. Interesting.
All of them. Maybe because
that's good.
This is before the wheel. Yeah, that's the last one before the wheel.
Well, yeah, we're at 6 cards. Yeah, 7 cards.
Yeah, so I think that I'll pick the Burden of Proof. I'm not that big on the faith in general. Interesting. I will be quite happy to pick out Cold right now, and I think I'm slowly solidifying in the blue-white.
Okay, yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I mean, the burden is definitely good.
I'm just gonna optimistically pick Drag the Canal.
That's a heck of a wheel there.
And now no more lies, predictably wheel. See, it's good to know the algorithm you're using. So I'm picking that. It's not a great card. Hey, there's Lazav. I mean, my Black Splash might be quite realistic.
Yeah, your Canal's looking a little better there. Going for Lazav? Oh, look at you. Options here.
Passes 20 gems that I would have to spend for Rita Crafted, but let's pick the Soul Sense. If I'm playing Esper, then I might actually be able to at least side.
Might be playing last pick of Judith.
Alright, I'm gonna hit pause real quick just to ask you to smash that like and subscribe button. Looking at the data over on my supercomputer, I can see that only 1% of you nerds who watch my videos are subscribed. Now, I'm gonna have to sell my kidneys if I don't get about, I don't know, 32% of you guys to subscribe to my channel. Alright, back to the video.
Alright, ooh, look at that, spicy.
Rakdos, so good.
Binding, look at that though.
Yeah,
that's pretty
this
good.
is a very annoying pick, because Perimeter Enforcer is perfect for my deck. But I also need some interaction, which Makeshift Binding does provide.
I've actually not played the Enforcer yet. I guess I've just been unlucky with uncommons with him, not that I haven't been.
Alright, I'll pick him so I can show you how it plays out.
Show me how. I played against him, there won't be any differences there, but I certainly played against him. Oh, jeez, look at that.
Card in here, no, isn't it?
I guess I don't even need to ask.
Although Meticulous Archive would be a nice thing. Oh, there you go.
Holy smokes.
10th
Wow.
District Hero versus Inside Source. I still think 10th District Hero is better, but there's also Projector Inspector, which is a great card. If I manage to pick a couple of those,
were you like on evidence, I guess?
10th District Hero is just okay. We have already one out cold, so I'm going to go for a cold case Cracker. Although Krenko is noted. But I have to note that there was a sick black-green exile stuff from your graveyard deck because...
I've not gotten that yet, I really want to.
There's the second chalk outline that we're seeing. There was the Insidious Roots. There was the free one that you can sack a clue to return it from your graveyard to your hand. And there was the...
There was also the, what's the one drop that surveils?
There was the Projector Inspector, that's the combo. So basically you play chalk outline, you get the cadaver in your graveyard, and if you have Projector Inspector, every time you sack a clue, You return the cadaver to your hand. Then you make a detective and a clue. Detective ATBs,
And investigate.
you loot the cadaver back into the graveyard, and you have a clue to sack. So you can basically do it as many
Wow.
times as you have 2 manas and cards in your library.
That's pretty good.
Having said that, there's
So what's
not much,
that's
there's not-
3 color
there's not
though?
much for
Yeah.
me here. I mean, Undercover Crocodile is a blue detective, technically.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
just going to pick it because I'm not going to play the Snuffler. I'm not the Snuffler truther.
I've not been like too impressed with those clue equipments, so yeah. Oh, you got some decent stuff here.
Yes, there is unauthorized exit, and there is the Mentor of the Meek.
Mhm.
Both cards would fit well in my deck. I don't see a tremendous amount of removal, and because I don't see a tremendous amount of removal, then I assume that you won't also have a tremendous amount of removal yourself, because we're playing from the same pool, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll find out.
So I will pick the Mentor of the Meek in this particular case.
Okay, get that card draw going. Yeah, right. What's looking good here?
Nothing really. I will pick the due diligence. I think that this card is
Due diligence. I've liked this when I have the auditor, and that's about the only time.
Okay. Wow, that's a
Ooh.
late tunnel tipster. I don't
Yeah.
think I'll play anything out of this pack, so I'm just gonna pick Hazda Vigilante as a sort of like.
You don't like the vigilante?
But I don't like it in this particular deck in general.
Okay.
The chalk outline is foil, so it of course wield. Defenestrated Phantom, Curious Cadaver. I'll just pick the Phantom. I hope not to play it, but it's at least in the color. So
Yeah.
I never played with the Officious Interrogation, so I'm going to pick it.
Seems like a lot of pips.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
give it a try.
I mean,
Remember
you have to
target
test the
players?
cards, and what's better than in a draft? I'm not paying anything for it.
Yeah.
Going with the Branch of Vitugazi, that's fine.
Oh,
I might pick that cadaver. It's blue black.
Yeah. It's your splash color, yeah.
Some black cards potentially. I just don't have fixing for it. I'm not a perfect
Oh,
on the job deck,
No,
and I
yeah.
need some 2-drops. It's hard to see how many I have. I have some, but I need those 2-drops.
I can go through them real quick for you. You got Arrival, Surprise Witness, Case, Phantom, Enforcer, and 10th District Hero. And then I guess Drag the Canal and Lazav if you end up
Yeah, and also
splashing.
2 Novice Inspectors. That's sort of counts
Yeah,
in,
sure.
in my book, because that gives me something to do on turn 2 if I don't have a drop. I'm gonna still pick the Seasoned Consultant. It's not like a pick that I'm super thrilled to make, but it's a 2-drop detective. So, that's
Oh,
pretty
wow.
easy. Voic Investigator, that card is busted. And I again, with the Paint Heart, have to pass Projector Inspector, which is a shame.
Yeah. Where are you at on the dog?
I'm
the
on the
Watchdog?
dog, but not in the blue-white. I think it's a great
Yeah.
card in Celestial, it's a great card in
and red,
Chorus,
yeah.
but it's actually quite not so good in this deck, because I do so much of my attacking up in the air that it becomes the only thing that they can physically block, and that makes it much worse. Let's go, Peggy.
Oh, look
Let's
at
go,
that.
Unicorn.
You got the Unicorn? Yeah, I think that's pretty clear.
There's nothing in there. Okay, here we have things. We have a Deduce, we have a Forensic Researcher, which is a good card, but not exactly for my deck. There is a Museum Night Watch, which technically makes a detective. Technically correct, the best kind of correct. But actually, I'm going to pick Eliminate the Impossible from here. I think this is a nice,
Yeah, I've liked that card a lot.
nice kind of card. Okay, I already
look at that.
look at this doppelganger. There was some sick Sultai deck in this pool.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the Granite Witness. It is a
Sure.
detective. It is a great card. Why not?
Second Filch.
Yeah, I
2
just
exits.
don't have enough artifact synergies to make the case for that case. Unauthorized Exit is good. I would like to have the left one, please.
Because you think the other one will wheel.
Maybe.
Etrata. Ooh, Dogwalker.
That's interesting.
Wow, that's a
I
light dog walker.
just don't think I have fixing to pick Ertrata and to play the Dredge the Canal Lazav kind of plan. So I'm just gonna pick the Dog Walker.
Sure. I mean, you can't complain about a, what is that, like 7th pick Dogwalker?
No, I can't. I can't indeed. Oh, there's the fixing that I was looking for.
Yeah.
But having said that, 2 Novice Inspectors. What else do I have in there? Eliminate the impossible.
Yeah.
I'm looking for things that make clues. Oh yeah, the officious
Clues,
interrogation. And
cold
I have the
case, or out
mentor
cold,
being
sorry.
that can
Yeah,
throw me
cold case.
cards. I will pick that jaded analyst actually.
Sure.
I go on.
Not a great pack for you.
Whatever.
Which one? Oh, Servitor.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I mean, honestly, at this stage, it doesn't matter. Pick the magnifying glass because
Yeah.
who knows? You see?
Oh, there you go.
I knew that there was one, so I was just wondering that. Yes, pick the outfitter, but
Go for him.
I probably won't play it just for the forensic researcher because the case is just not playable in any way. In
Unplayable.
case of the
Yeah.
Falcon.
Alright, what do we have here? We have Drag, Long Goodbye, Spectre, Gardener. Well, let's start on Drag and have some fun. Cold Case Cracker, Granite Witness. We'll go Granite Witness, I think. I think I'd rather that over the Cold Case Cracker. Yeah, let's go for the Granite Witness. Ooh. Another on-color rare. It's a decent one. I don't mind Lazov. Monitor's also very strong. We'll try Lazov. Live the Past. I've not had that work too well for me yet. Nowhere near what we're at right now. Hotshot's okay. Go for reasonable down here. Ooh, I like the Crime Stopper. Murder's alright. Just lock in our earlier. Yeah, we'll lock in murder earlier. Might be wrong. Okay, taking some shape here. I like this Curious Cadaver. I want to aim for some clues at that point. Only have one instance of so far. Deduce is nice, but let's take the payoff first, and then hopefully we can find the others. Thoroughfare is nice. Burden Proof is. I'm gonna go for Burden Proof here. I've been liking this. Just the optionality there. I think it's a sure out cold here. Ooh, second cadaver. Now we're really looking for some clues. I think the Millipede. LA Sam. He's pretty good at buying time. He's alright. Wow. I think we're splashing Rakdos. Might get a third cadaver and just go Clue Town. Wow, I like the Deduce bindings. I think you just can't pass Rakdos though. Right. Meddler. No, we're not in any sort of aggro plan. Do we take the Performer for the Rakdos? Performer's strong. We'll go. Long Goodbye is good. Sir Conrad. Interesting. Cadaver. Really gonna need some clues to get these cadavers online. That's so greedy. That is too greedy. Let's see. We'll go Long Goodbye here. Another cadaver might wheel, so we'll go out cold here. Now we'll go Cold Case. Cold Case. Also good. Extract is very good. I want a little bit more of the clue synergy though, so I'm gonna go Cold Case. Sniffer. Raucous Theater. Okay, that helps helps us find Rakdos. Extract, very nice. Out cold. Geez, it's hard to pass an extract, but I think the out cold synergies might just be better with what we're trying to do. We'll find out. Stalker's okay. Laundry. I'm gonna go confiscation here. Oh. Another stalker. We're gonna take the cadaver. Fourth cadaver seems ridiculous. We'll take it. Fifth cadaver seems ridiculous. Alright, so we're really looking for some clue generation here. Take investigators, that's a terrible first pick. Servitor. So I'm really just trying to buy time for our cadaver as we go. So maybe we take the 2-drop and just try and get on board. I think we take the 2-drop and just get on board. Ooh, Inspector is nice. Inspector is probably the pick. So greedy. If we go for the satchel, that's so greedy. Our end game is really funny at that point. does give us some clues. We'll go for that. Very good. Burden. Problem with burden of proof in our cadaver. Well, I guess he is a detective, right? That's 5 in the air. But if we make something a 1/1, it just becomes a terrible blocker. Let's try this, because this is really nice with our cadavers. Ooh, eliminate is good. Deduce, I think, is better. I wish these were in different packs. We'll go for the deduce, though. I want to get some clues on board for him, for the, okay. Granite Witness, out cold. We have 2 out colds already. I think we go with a Granite Witness. Well, the case is also very good. Case is good. We're gonna go for the case. I think the clues are nice. We want second case. Authorized exit is very good too. I love having someone sink their mana and then just bounce it. I think the cases might just be better in aggregate. We'll go for that. Club is a clue. No, I don't think we can pass on this Etrata. Yeah, that's just about right. Slice is strong. Slice is strong. We might want the public there. So there's 3 decent cards here. I guess we could technically play Deadly Complication as well. Let's go for the Thoroughfare just to out the red splash. And now we're gonna flip it though. That's not good. Okay, I don't really like the Servitor. We have too many 4-drops. I don't think I want to play anything else. We'll take the case and maybe we end up there. Repeat Offender is a 2-drop. We'll take a 2-drop. Burden of Proof. Yeah, we'll take Burden. Eliminate the Impossibles. Very nice. Wow, last pick Granite Witness. Love to see it. Alright. Looking pretty strong, I think. Alright, we're back and we are taking a look at the decks now. So, first impressions, because this is the first time you're seeing my deck. What do you think?
It's different than mine. I can tell you that from a first glance. You did manage to squeeze in that Rakdos in the deck, which I unfortunately had to pass. That's a good card. If you're going to draw it and be able to cast it, I'm in a world of trouble because I don't have many ways of dealing with it. You also do have Murder. You also do have 3 Cadavers, which are great for my creatures because you can block them quite reliably. Your deck is obviously, I think it has more raw power. It does have a much more shifty mana base, which is something that I'm hoping will be the way I'm winning, you know?
Come into play here. Give the people a good show where you just stomp me on missing a color. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting matchup, that's for sure. I will try to overrun you, but on the other hand, I also am not that great in overrunning, so we'll see how that one goes.
Yeah, I think this should be... If it goes long, you know, I feel definitely favored, but that is the question. Yeah, I'm always happy when I do this and the guest picks, you know, we end up in pretty, like, very different decks so that people could see how different people draft and can kind of see, you know, just not a mirror match. So I think it'll be fun.
I think it was a good call to do that because depending on the first pick, I could have easily gone for the first pick, Novice Inspector, not Novice Inspector, but Nervous Gardener, and then move on to some kind of complete madness green graveyard with Cadavers and Inspectors. I think that was... We can draft this pool with knowing what was in there again and come up with a very, very different deck that would be probably a nice combination of bustedness of yours and synergy of mine.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of lanes that you could pick. Seemed like a good pool.
And in hindsight, I think that the Golgari splashing blue and red was probably the best.
It's generally what I gravitate towards too, and I was like, I wanted to show a little restraint there and not just like try and jump right into that.
But restraint looks like.
This is my version of restraint, yeah. Or not doing the same thing over and over, I guess, is a more apt.
Yeah, no, I also do that. I just draft to feel something and end up with some kind of a complete train wreck, but at least I have fun.
Yeah. Yep, and that's what we're here for. So, you want to dive into the game?
Definitely. Easy keep.
Yeah. Mine is rough. Eey. I don't think I can do this. Alright, let's ship her. That's something. Alright, we'll try that. Who's on? You're on the play. That's not fair.
Is it? I mean, the coin. Coin was there. Are you the coin truther?
No, I'm just saying you have the deck that really benefits from going first. Let's see. Let's get this. Let's do a
the
little
Rakdos
survey.
is online already. Damn it.
Yeah, the Rakdos. If I draw Rakdos, I'm in good shape. Jeez. That's a tough one. I think I gotta send her to the bottom. Send her to the yard. Are those the APAC lands?
Yeah, these are the ones. I used to have a bunch of them in paper, but after I stopped playing, they all went somewhere.
Yeah, I had one or two of them back in the day. I like the foil saga lands that you got from the old arena. I used to run those.
Let's go with it. I don't have a sophisticated plan there.
Hopefully I do not... I draw some more land. Let's see. If I draw land next turn, this will be a pretty one-sided game.
No! Anyway.
Oh, witness.
And you see, those inspectors chip in and chip in and chip in and... Thanks for the evidence.
We got the land. Yeah. How much do you need for the first
4.
one? Is it? Oh, only 2.
2. Yeah.
It's 2 then 4. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I think we're just going to put the old roadblock out there.
Some might consider it a roadblock.
Sure. Walloped here. Oh, he's cracking clues. Oh, yikes. Alright, let's see what we
I mean,
Let's see.
those coming out cold must... Oh, soul innervation. Oh no. Well, anyway.
Now I gotta get some of those cadavers online.
Interesting. Case solved.
Yeah, there you go. What do you get? You get an extra
clue on every
extra clue, okay.
token I make.
Let's... Alright. Just hang back. What you're saying is I better use some of my cards.
You better. I take it one of them will be tapping my stuff. Shock.
One of them will be tapping your
Shocking.
stuff.
Okay.
Want a little more time.
You bought some time, that's for sure.
Okay. Let's see what we can do.
Oh, music for my ears.
Yeah. Oh my god. Thanks. Alright, well, I'm one card closer to Rakdos, I guess.
I sense mystery there. Or mischief. Okay, that triggers. That's cool. Draw. Draw.
Another one. Yikes.
Big ass. And good, at least it dies into 2 cards, so that's fine. Okay, no attacks. I assume that you're going to restart your vicious cycle of tapping me down.
I would love to.
Oh no.
I think that's in the cards. Alright, we're just gonna say go. That's a better move, yeah.
Okay. Let's test you there.
Let's go for this.
Murder. Okay, I'll take the cards.
Okay,
Sure. Okay.
alright, better be a good card here.
Peggy!
Yeah, no.
And that's enough.
Cut it. Might be it.
A morph. Okay. So since I'm not getting clues, I might as well sacrifice some of them.
Yeah, seems like you got enough of them.
Womp womp. Oh. Sag.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I think that might be it.
And
I don't think this saves me.
no, it does. No, it does.
4, 6, 7, 8. No, that's still 8, right? 9, 10. Oh, you got it.
Get it in. Okay, detectives. These detectives are on the case. But in fairness, you drew the empty half of your deck, I think.
I drew those 3 clues, or those 2 clues were just lands. But I had fun. I hope you had some fun.
Well, you know, winning is always fun, as you know. I think you'll learn one day, I guess.
Got me.
Good games. I know that you went for the more experimental build just for the diversity, because obviously you knew that anyone else that you were going to invite is going to first pick that novice inspector, and there was no other option.
If you made it to the end of the video, I'm gonna assume you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment letting me know who you'd like to see on an upcoming episode. If you don't mind, just gently smash that like button on the way out.